the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, YouTube. You know, if you are new, well, no, if you are a returning viewer to my channel, you know how much I absolutely love the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. I have done for many and many years. But before we get into the tactics, guys, please drop a like on this video. Let's see if we can smash 200 likes on the pay to win account. Drop a comment down below. And if you are new here, hit that subscribe button. Most of you watching this video won't be subscribed. Let's change that. So, let's get straight into the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. I use balanced on the defensive style. Now, the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow is very good going forward, okay, YouTube? It is elite tier going forward. Not even very good, not even average. I'm talking one of, if not the best formation going forward. So, the custom tactics you want to use with the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow are all about getting it right defensively, because the attacking side of the game will take care of itself. So that's why I use balanced. A balanced style where your team presses the ball to the middle of the pitch and your team shape is neutral. Basically, press after possession loss is good, but it drains your stamina, so you don't really want to be using that. And pressure on every touch, again, is good, but it is a little bit random with the pressing. So I would definitely use balanced. But before we get into the tactics, for your cheapest and most reliable place to buy your FIFA 23 Ultimate Team coins, please do check out mmoexp.com. Link is down in the description below. Use code WOLF at a checkout for 5% off your order. So yes, YouTube, I would use balance. Then the defensive width, I would use, you can use a little bit of your own initiative with this. I use 45 on the defensive width. You want to be a little more narrow than you are normally. So you want your left back and your right back tucked closer into your centre back. You want your CDM and your two central midfielders to be tucked in just that ever so slightly as well. But if you are someone that is struggling defensively, I would then recommend probably using like a 40 width, making it even more narrow on the defensive width. Because like I said, going forward, this formation is elite. It's all about getting it right defensively. So anywhere between 40 and 45 is what I would use. I use 45. Works for me. Now, the defensive depth, again, you can use your own initiative with this. Okay, so I use 60. So even though I said that I want to get the defensive solidity right with the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, you can afford to be a little more aggressive than you would normally be, because you do actually have an out-and-out CDM in them player instructions. So you do actually have a CDM rather than a central midfielder in like a 4-3-2-1 or stuff like that. So that CDM will naturally sit a little more deeper. So I play 60 on the depth because I like to be a little more aggressive. You know, I don't want to be too passive with my defending. I actually find sometimes the best form of defending, if you can't defend very well, is to actually be overly aggressive with your defending. Kind of then covers up the fact that you're quite bad at defending, if that kind of makes sort of sense. So yeah, that's what I use 60. But if you really are struggling defensively, I would recommend 45. I used the balanced 45-55 combination a hell of a lot, YouTube, and it does work. But I like just that extra 5 depth, be a little more aggressive, be in my opponent's face. Now, on the offense, the direct passing's there, okay? The direct passing is there. YouTube have changed. I am a changed man, possibly. Especially with the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow anyway. So, the direct passing is there, your bread and butter. I can't believe what I'm saying. Long ball. Long ball's on, and you'll see why. Because of the player instructions that I use, you will see why the long ball direct passing is a very good option. Because basically, I don't have my cam on stay forward, so the long ball means that as soon as I get the ball, my cam will then quickly run into that cam position. Logic to it. So yeah, but the direct passing, of course, is going to be there. It's never going to be anything different. But long ball, it's new. If you don't like that though, YouTube, of course, go back to the tried and trusted balanced direct passing. But the offensive width, sorry, I don't touch it on a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. 50. I don't really want to make it any more narrow. Sometimes I play like 45 just to make it a little more narrow, closer together. But with the long ball and direct passing, I just seem to think that 50 width works. And I always think of it like this. If it's not broke, don't try and fix it, right? It's like with some of you people that comment on my videos, I'm still using your tactics from 2 weeks ago and they're working. Should I use these new ones? I say no. If that custom tactics video for you is still working, ride that wave until it then doesn't work. That's what I say. So 50 on the width. Players in the box, 7. It would sometimes be 6. I would say you've got 2 options here, YouTube. 6 and 7. There you 2. I use 7. No real method to it. I just always think more players in the box, more likely you are to score a goal. But if you are then someone that does struggle defensively with the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, just leave it on 6. You won't really notice too much of a difference, and it might help you defensively, which is then what you're looking for, right? But I play 7, 2 corners and 2 free kicks. So, custom tactics done. That isn't how I set my team up in the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. What the hell is going on here? I set my team up like so. So that is how the team is set up. Player instructions, but YouTube. Before we get into the player instructions, pay promo. You see the logo down in the bottom left of your screen. Luke9077.com. He does sponsor the stream. Make sure you check him out. Link is down in the description below to his website. Use the code WOLF20, by the way, for 20% off your whole order, including sale items. So even if there is sale items, use the code WOLF20 for an extra 20% off your order as well. So both strikers stay central and get in behind, okay? And then basic defense support. You don't want them on stay forward. Well, you can have them on stay forward if you want. It won't really make too much of a difference. But yeah, stay central and getting behind on both of the strikers. Now, you need to think about this logically. They're both on getting behind because even if you don't play the ball to your two strikers, I'm actually going to buy a tactics board, by the way, and have these in the video. So, imagine these two are the two strikers, and this is the cam, right? The Holy Trinity. When they're on getting behind, they will both make that run. What then happens is, the AI of your opponent's defenders will have to track them runs. So even if you don't play the ball to the striker, leaves more room for the number 10 or the cam to operate in. So even if you don't actually play the ball through to the strikers on getting behind, it will help you out in terms of like the cam will then be in more space. I then have the cam on comeback on defense and get into the box across. So basically, we will defend in a 4-4-2, and then as soon as we get the ball, because we've got long ball and direct passing on, my Nkunku will then run straight in to that number 10 position in that cam role. So comeback on defense, he will defend left mid in a 4-4-2. Very important. He is the left midfielder or the right midfielder. Can't remember which way around it is, but he is the left midfielder or the right midfielder in the 4-4-2. The other central midfielder, you just want complete... So my left centre mid is just on completely default settings, including cover centre, because then he will then defend in central midfield with my CDM. That is then on stay back while attacking and cover centre. There'll be my two... Imagine my two central midfielders in the 4-4-2. And then last but not least, your other midfielder, you're going to want to have on get into the box for cross and cover wing. So I want my more attacking midfielder to get into the box and be like more of a... Just be involved in the attacking side of the game, you know. I want my central midfielders to be involved with the attacking side of the game. Be in there, score goals, get assists. I want that. Goals win your games, YouTube. And then last but not least, I use both my fullbacks on the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow on stay back while attacking. So overlaps are relevant because they're on stay back while attacking. They won't run forward. Excuse me, I just burped. That was horrible. And then last but not least, YouTube, comes for crosses and sweeper keeper on the goalkeeper. And that right there is my updated 4-1-2-1-2 narrow custom tactics video for you guys. Please drop a like on the video. Let's smash 200 likes. Drop a comment down below. And if you are new or returning, hit that subscribe button to my channel, man. Most of you watching this video aren't subscribed. Let's change that. Let's smash 30,000 subs before the end of FIFA 23. Thank you for watching. Spread the love of positivity. PMA, positive mental attitude. Peace out. One love.